This episode of Muddy River Gems is brought to you by Dot Foods.
I think what it comes down to is the culture and the people.
Our culture here at Dot is like no other. I've never experienced anything like what I've lived with for the last 12 years.
Dot is very diverse.
It is truly a family-owned business, but it is a family inside and out.
You always feel like you matter and you play a big hand in the pot.
There's so many opportunities to make a difference at Dot and really contribute to the success of the organization.
At least one weekend a year, you won't find a parking space at the Oakley-Lindsay Center in Quincy. That's because the holiday gift show is underway and it's a big deal here. On this edition of Muddy River Gems, brought to you by Dot Foods, we'll show you why. Lakin Holzschlag, you're the chair of this holiday gift show. And it's been going on for some years. Being the chair of this is a big deal because this is the biggest, really single project that the Quincy Service League does all year, isn't it?
Yes, it's an honor to be able to be the chair and be a part of Service League and the gift show committee. The Service League does a lot of great things for our community, so I'm just honored to be able to hold this position.
I was amazed. I came in here and I knew where the Oakley-Lindsay Center was, and I'd been in here many times, but I never had trouble parking before.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I had to go a block away to park. It's incredible with the crowd that you have here.
Oh yeah, it is busy, and it's busy every year, this year and years before, but we sold out of all of our breakfast tickets, we sold out of all of our early general admission tickets.
Wow.
So it's a busy year and we're excited.
Okay, so after you find a place to park and you walk to the front desk, there's an admission to get in, right?
Yep.
And then you have I don't know how many vendors, dozens of vendors in here, and the money is raised in a number of ways for admission, and then I guess you get a take of some of the vendors as well.
Yes, so money is raised through the vendors. This year we have about 92 vendors.
92?
Yes,
Wow.
that fill 140 booths.
Yeah.
And then we also raise money through our signature cakes, and so that's a real big thing that people love. Is the Service League has 3 recipes, and we make cakes that people are able to purchase. We make lunch that people are able to purchase. So funds are raised in a bunch of different things.
Let's take a walk. We'll try not to bump into people after you, because we get a flavor of this while we walk and talk. Okay, so 90 some vendors, and you can see how much space each vendor gets here. And I guess a lot of these people make their own goods, don't they? A lot of these things are probably handmade.
Yes, our vendors range from a bunch of different things. Lots of handmade stuff, whether it be food or crafts, but then lots of people who sell clothing and non-pre-made food and just a bunch of other different things.
Mm-hmm. It's been going on for how long, this holiday show?
This year is our 56th year.
Wow. Of course, it hasn't always been like this. It hasn't always been in a center this big, has it?
No. So we originally started out at the high school back in like 1968, and it had been there until just about 10 years ago, and then we moved to the Oakley-Lindsay Center. And I think when we originally started, when I was reading the paper article, it was like 10 or 13 booths was our original year.
Well, and that was a good idea, and they probably thought, well, this has been a big success, but they probably never imagined, number one, that there would be an Oakley-Lindsay Center like this to have it in, but that it would ever blossom in anything like this.
Exactly, yeah. It has been just amazing every year. It grows and grows.
How much money are you able to raise, the Quincy Service League able to raise?
So last year we raised about $42,000. That was our biggest year yet. We kind of went down a little bit after COVID and then have been trying to regain back up. So last year was our largest funds, and it was $42,000.
Wow, that's wonderful. And so that's you're able to clear that after the rental, the hall, and all that stuff.
Yep, that was net.
That's fantastic. And that money goes for what kind of purposes?
So we split the money between what we call appropriation grants and scholarships. So we give scholarships out to high school students within the Adams County area. And then we also give out appropriation grants to nonprofits in the area. So they're able to apply for $1,000 grants, and we review those and grant those out.
Okay, wow, looks like you got a lot of food, you've got a lot of jewelry, you've got a lot of greeting cards, you've got candy, you got everything you could really imagine in here.
Oh yes, it is packed full of all kinds of goodies.
Okay, so as chair, you get to have, I'm sure you have a group that helps you out, but you get a chance to like get your hands into every bit of this. How do the vendors get a hold of you, and how do you decide who gets which spaces and all that kind of thing?
Yeah, so it is quite a process, but through the years it's been a good, well-oiled machine. We allow our vendors that participate in the year, we give them applications this weekend so that they have a chance to have first dibs on their spot for next year. And then after a few months, we reach back out to the public and give the public, because there's always new vendors every year, and give them the opportunity to be able to apply for our show. I know the past 2 years we have filled up with vendors by end of August, early September, and then have a waiting list of 20 plus vendors. So it gets very busy.
Yeah. So the vendors pay for a space, I assume, right? And then you probably get a cut of everything they sell, or do they just pay for the space?
They just pay for the space.
Okay. So they get to keep what they sell.
Yes.
They get to make a profit. You get to make a profit. Everybody gets happy, right?
Yeah.
And everybody comes out with a gift.
Yes. Oh yes, with a gift. Yeah.
Well, thank you. This has been terrific. We're gonna spend the rest of this 30-minute program talking to some of the vendors, seeing some of the more interesting. I'd like to see some of the ones that are handmade. Some of the items are handmade, and some other Quincy Service League people too.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Trudy Willis, how's business?
Business is great. This is my 4th year here at the Quincy Service League, and we're so happy to have a booth here.
And you not only have a booth here, but you have a shop in town, right?
We do. We have a storefront over on North 36th Street, right next to El Rancherito, behind Wendy's and that little strip mall.
But you've been here, this is your 4th year, so you've had some success here, or you wouldn't keep coming back, I assume.
You are absolutely right.
They really know how to draw a crowd.
They know how to draw a crowd. We have a great crowd. The breakfast crowd was great this morning. The 10 o'clock crowd is flowing in, and it's great.
Yeah. Show me some of your items. What do you want to share with us?
Okay. So one of a hot item is a quilted jacket. So we have quilted jackets. Sweaters are always a go-to. So this is one of our brand new sweaters. The zip is super popular, but we can't get past bows. Bows are on every girl's wish list.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, now why is that? It used to be like princesses and stuff, and now it's bows.
It's bows.
Okay.
Bows are a hot item for us. We have sweaters and bows. We have dresses
Just
and bows.
youngsters, or is this for some of the older folks like this too?
It can be for older folks too.
The bows, huh?
So at our store, we help women from the age of 15 all the way to 75. Our mom is actually one of our models for us, and she may be in the 70 range. Yeah. So, and she shops with us too. Yes.
Yeah, it takes you a while to set this up, I'll bet, because I'm looking behind you. You've got mannequins and you've got dresses and you've got it takes a while, doesn't it? When did you start setting up?
Well, we started yesterday at 12:30 and brought everything in, and then we started setting up really at 3 o'clock and left here about 7:15 last night.
Wow.
Yeah.
And by Sunday night, I assume that, see, she's looking at the bows right now.
Yeah,
I assume by
hot.
Sunday night, you'll still have apparel, but you won't have probably much left.
We're hoping not. We're hoping not. But you know what? We have great quality items, and so it's really, we really fit all needs. We have sizes small, 2, 3X, and so we can fit any size, any style. We carry Judy blue jeans, which have fantastic stretch in them. So if women aren't really comfortable in jeans, they're going to want a pair of Judy blue jeans. I actually have a pair right here.
Okay.
Yep, this is our new style.
And they stretch.
But look at the stretch.
That's nice. That's nice.
Look at this.
I need that.
Yes, yes. Too bad they didn't make those for men, right?
Oh,
they don't have a men's
you know
line.
what? They're starting to do that. They are.
I love it. I love it. But can we talk about our formal wear in the backdrop here?
Let's see it.
So we also have inside our boutique, and the front half of our boutique is Trudy's Trendy Boutique, and the back is Elegance by Paige Marie. So we offer homecoming, prom, bridesmaids, and mothers' dresses.
I wonder if any of those will move this weekend. I wonder.
But we brought just the two to draw some attention.
Yeah.
It's really fun to come into the store, try on, get that perfect dress for a wedding. For your prom. Prom is coming. We're going to be launching that in January.
All righty.
Yes.
Well, good luck the rest of this weekend, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Okay.
All right.
Ashley Corey, you're the president, Quincy
am.
Service League.
Correct, yes.
How long you been in?
I've been in about 7 years.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
So that's a pretty quick rise to become president. You must have worked pretty hard, because to become president of a large organization, you have to show that you're determined and willing to get your hands dirty.
Yeah, you know, I just really love volunteering, and I really love this organization, and it's just kind of all fell into place, and it's been great. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the biggest, really the biggest program that you have all year.
Yes, this is our one and only fundraiser, the Holiday Gift Show. It's every year, and this is our 56th anniversary.
Yeah, that's amazing. Let's take a walk up here just a little bit so we can see what's going on.
It's crowded.
So crowded.
It's very crowded
amazing.
every year.
We were talking about the parking and how far we had to walk to get here. And we were also talking about the history of the Quincy Service League a little bit. It goes way back, doesn't it?
We started in 1938. So here in Quincy, they kind of emulated Quincy Service League after Junior League, if you're familiar with that, nationwide organization. I was actually in Junior League for a few years myself, so I was also familiar
usually
with that.
Younger women, but the Quincy Service League...
Historically, but actually Junior League and Quincy Service League is open to all ages now.
Oh, it is?
Yes,
okay, all right. So you have members that are probably 21 and up?
Yes, 21. You have to be 21 to join, but you can be 21 or 121.
Yeah. And I guess you have monthly meetings, but beyond that, what you really try to do is make sure that you have certain activities. I mean, you have like 4 or 5 activities that go on year round.
Yes,
and
we
they're
have
volunteer opportunities.
We have our projects. So each member not only volunteers at the Holiday Gift Show, we do our projects, which are Monotones, which is a singing and dancing group for retirement communities. We have QSL Shop, which provides clothes and personal needs for kids in junior high. We have Reading is Fun, where we donate books to elementary age kids and we read to them. Chaddock, which our members work with special needs kids in the community.
Chaddock School. Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
And Acts of Kindness, where our members will come up with small little projects to just brighten people's day. They'll go to a cancer center and hand out roses, or they've put little Post-its with happy thoughts on cars, just something to brighten people's day. Just really what it is, random acts of kindness.
That's beautiful. And you know what? You've also, not on purpose, but you've also given all these hundreds of people that come here a way out to figure out how they're going to get their Christmas shop for, right?
Yeah, and we always think of this as the kickoff to Christmas,
the
Holiday Gift Show.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, it's been an experience for me because I've never seen an indoor venue this big and this busy. It's really remarkable.
It is, yeah. That's why, unfortunately, we don't even allow strollers, which as a women's organization, we did not make that decision lightly. You know, we're all mothers, so we understand the need to be able to come out with your children, but as you can see, it is just, there's just not room for them. We would love to have strollers, but it's not possible when it's this busy. So.
Well, it's a big hit, and I'm so glad that y'all are successful because it's really a benefit to the community.
Yeah, well, we love our organization, and we're real proud of it. We're real proud that we've been around since 1938, and we still are thriving and still get this many people to come out to our big program.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
We'll be back with more from the Holiday Gift Show in Quincy on Muddy River Gems, brought to you by Dot Foods.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
Why work at Dot?
You could list out individual qualities forever.
There's a lot of opportunities.
They take care of the employees, they take care of the community.
So our pay, our benefits, it's competitive. Time off, tons of flexibility.
They're willing to work with you to help you advance.
Well, I can see that it's coming out Merry Christmas, and you can put these together, Kaylee, you can put these together for a customer right today, can't you?
Yep.
That's really true. In fact, you're wearing one yourself, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Tell us about your company. What's it called?
It's called Quiltology.
And everything that we see here is things that either you have made or you're in the process of doing for the people that are coming to your shop or to your booth today.
Everything is handmade here, yes.
And you actually have a business in Quincy, don't you?
Yes, we operate online.
What about this quilt up here? This looks like an honestly handmade quilt.
It sure is.
Well, tell me about it.
So this center panel here comes printed as is, and everything along the outside we piece together, and we do the beautiful stitching there that swirls. We do that from home, and that's our main job actually, is putting that quilting in.
Is that right? And so people order a quilt, whatever they want, online, or they send you photographs, or they send you pictures of what they want, and then you put it together for them?
So actually, quilters bring us the front of their quilts. They bring that to us, and we do the finishing touches over the top.
Neat. Now, okay, we just saw you putting together a shirt for somebody.
Yep.
I'm looking at these people waiting in line at your booth, and there are some books here that you have, and these are what you can offer to make them a shirt.
Yes, it is.
Today.
Yes, all these binders are full. We've got dozens of designs here that we can put on each shirt, and they're all fully customizable. So even in the very back here, we've got lots of little designs that we can put on sleeves or on the back, anywhere that somebody wants to make it completely their own.
Okay, and so I come here and then I pick out, what, a shirt?
Yep.
One of these.
Yep.
And I point at this.
Yep.
And then you put it in the machine and it spits it out just like this.
Correct. Exactly like that.
Okay, and what do I pay for that?
Well, it depends on the size, but it starts at $25.
Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And how's business?
So far, so good.
Thanks, Kaylee.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Jill, I've been asking vendors, how's business? And mostly everybody's saying, oh, it's really good.
It's really good. Lots of business, yes.
You've been here in years past, so you know what to compare it to, right?
There's been lots coming in at 10 o'clock. So
Simply Delicious by Jill Adams. That's the name of your business.
Yes, just out of my home.
Out of your home. And everything that we see here, now you have free tastes for people, but everything we see here, you have made at your home.
Yes.
You must have a huge kitchen.
I do. I do have a big kitchen, yes.
And what's your biggest seller? What's the most?
English toffee.
And you make that as well. When do you start making that for Christmas?
Just depends on who orders it. I have corporate people that ask me to make it for them, several hundred.
So you're making it all year, huh?
Pretty much, except summer. A lot of people don't want it because it's too hot. But
and that's probably okay with you because your kitchen's too hot probably in the summertime.
Yeah, or it melts if it gets hot.
Yep.
Because it's chocolate.
So they love the toffee, but it looks like they're liking. What are these? Are these cinnamon rolls?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And each, $2.50 for a cinnamon roll?
Yes.
And now look at them bagging them up there. There they go. There they
go.
And what's in the bags on the far end down
there? Those are the same thing. Caramels.
Caramels and toffee.
Caramels and English toffee. We pretty much sell out every year.
It looks like a family business. It looks like you got the family working.
My daughter helps, and my granddaughter, Aubrey.
That's good. That's very good. That's very good.
Yes.
It's good to have free help.
Yeah. Well, it cost me though. Grandma, could I have this?
In some way, in some way it costs. But look at them lining up, and they're already
I know we've been like this ever since the doors opened.
It's fantastic. It really is. I had to park 2 blocks away, so I know that the business is good. Yeah. You were smart to get here early.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Jill, thank you for talking to us, and it looks like you're going to have a really good weekend.
Thanks for stopping by.
You bet. Pat Waters, it's kind of a unique item that you had. We've seen quite a few vendors' products here today, but I haven't seen anything like this.
Yeah. I really like making something different that you can't find, at the next booth. And it feeds my creative part of my life there to do this.
And what now? These wouldn't be jewelry of any kind. They would be wall hangings, wouldn't they? Or maybe from a tree ornament or something like that.
Tree ornament, or I think most people use them in the window as sun
Hang
catchers.
it in the window. Would you pick one up? Pick one of your favorites up.
Well,
that's beautiful.
This is my all-time top seller. Anything with a cardinal. So I have different designs, but the cardinal is the big seller.
It looks like he's in a snowy tree to me. Is that sort of what you had in mind?
And a little bit of bittersweet or something. Yes,
it's beautiful. So, are these beads and that you glue together?
These are rocks. This happens to be snow quartz.
Snow quartz.
And I use some beads, but I use a lot of different.
So you
of
didn't
rocks.
have to paint this. This is the natural color that the quartz is, huh?
Right.
Nice.
And like this is amethyst, and a lot of other different kinds of stone that I use.
Now you're from Pittsfield. Do you have a shop in Pittsfield, or do you work out of your home? Or
I work out of my home. Here's my line. I say that I own an art studio. I just happen to live in it too. Because it kind of takes over my house. So
I'll bet. Does anybody live in your house with you that is being pushed into the other room while this is all going on?
No, it's just me. So I can live and however I want to.
I like this one. This one has all the patriotic colors.
Yes.
And like you say, that would hang. You have the hanger that could go on a window, or actually it could go on a tree, couldn't it?
Yes.
It's a little heavy, but it could go on a tree.
Yeah, and even on a wall too.
How did you come up with this idea to do this? It's called Woven. We Are Woven.
We Are Woven. Okay. The story behind it is my beloved supervisor was retiring, and I could not find anything that I thought had meaning. We worked in social services in Granada, so I wanted something with some significance. And so I remember years ago I was at a farmer's market in Champaign and had seen something like this, and I thought, well, I can do that because that's how I think. It's like I can do it. And so I made her a gift with that in mind, and talked about how we are woven into so many different people's lives and social work, and as well as they're woven into our life because of what we do. And so that's what I did. Now my first one was like a Charlie Brown Christmas tree. It was not like I do now, but
not as sophisticated, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
And that was maybe 11 years ago or 10 years ago, something like that. So I've been improving and changing and evolving in that length of time.
They're very impressive, and like I say, they're unique. I haven't seen anything else like them. So I'm how's business? Are you selling some of them?
Yes. I do really well, and I have repeat customers come back. And people tell me like, oh, my grandma got one for me years ago and I still have it and stuff. So I like those stories.
Yeah, and you each one has a name. This is the 4-inch butterfly, and the price is $22. That seems very reasonable to me for a real piece of art. Beautiful. Well, thank you, Pat.
Well, thank you.
Carrie McKinney, are you giving away any free samples?
We give lots of free samples away.
Is that why they're lined up?
Yeah, they're lined up.
Everybody wants to taste it.
Yes.
This is similar to much smaller, of course, but similar to what you have in your Quincy shop.
Yes.
And what is it? What are the hot items? What are people buying here today?
The hot items are obviously our chocolates and stuff, our Christmas flavors. We've got like Tuxedo and Prancer Pop, a new Santa mix, and
take me down there to those, okay? And you're talking about flavored popcorn, right?
Yes. We have our Prancer Pop. It's a caramel corn milk chocolate with peanut butter. It's a big seller. This one's our new one. It's a Santa mix this year. It's got 3 popcorns in it.
And I see different colors in there too. There's some green and some just for Christmas, I guess.
Well, there's 3 different popcorns in there. There's a caramel corn. There's a toffee, a vanilla, and milk chocolate, and then we have granulated peanuts. So that's huge.
Now this one, what's in there with the popcorn?
That's Tuxedo. This is dark and white chocolate drizzled on caramel corn.
Wow.
And then we have one more. It is our Moose Crunch, our famous Moose Crunch. It's just our caramel corn, milk chocolate, pretzels, and our red and green M&Ms. But those are the popular ones. Jalapeno cheddar, everybody cannot wait till Christmas because I do that at Christmas.
That's only Christmas, huh?
I do it other times of the year, but
maybe
I change my menu.
Cinco de Mayo, maybe you do a little bit? Yeah?
Yeah, so that's another popular. Of course, our Main Street mix, it's called our main mix.
Let's go down there.
It's the caramel cheddar mix. this is what we sell the most of all the time. So it's just our good old cheddar and our good old caramel that we make.
If I walk out of here with a bag of this, what am I paying for it?
That's cheddar. It just depends. Our main street mix is considered a regular flavor. It's $6. Our next level is like our cheddars, our caramels, our cake, our jalapeno cheddar. It goes up to $8, and then anything with chocolate and everything else on it is $10 a bag. You get 5 cups of deliciousness in your bag. We're popping all the time.
Well, I bet you couldn't bring your popper. There's probably not room for that. But that would have been a hoot if you could pop the corn right here. That'd be neat.
Right.
But they're lining up, and I guess business is pretty good, huh?
Well, Christmas is our season. We are popping elves, I'm just telling you. We sell a lot of taffy. We get a lot of stocking stuffers. And
do you make anything besides popcorn? Do you make any of these products, or do you?
Our pretzel crisps have our white chocolate and our peppermint on it. We do make those. If I have time, I do those extra for the shows. I get in the Christmas taffy. The Christmas taffy is a big seller because it has like eggnog and cookie and peppermint and chocolate. It's a good mix. Our old-fashioned candy sticks. I mean, it's a little bit of nostalgia when you come into our store. It's all about the experience in small town. I love when people bring their kids and their grandkids in and they get to sample and they think that's fun.
That's neat. Well, good luck here today. It looks like you don't need it. It looks like there's plenty of business.
This is one of our favorite shows. A lot of people come out and support.
Well, look at the cash box. You guys are doing fine.
Well, I wish that was all year round. Yeah.
I'll bet.
No, we actually are sort of like the Dunkin' Donuts people during Christmas. We're there 24/7 making popcorn. So.
Thanks, Carrie.
Yeah, thank you.
Renee, if I'm not mistaken, is that a wolf that you're working on?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and where did you get this? This is your phone, and you brought up a picture of a wolf. Is this your wolf? Did you make that?
Yes, I did. This is a watercolor. It's actually hanging over here.
Well, let's go. Oh, I
right
do.
There.
I see it. Okay, so you took a picture of your watercolor.
Yes.
All right.
And I decided to try it in colored pencil. So we'll see how it turns out.
So it was watercolor, and now it's a sketch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And have you people come by here and do they say, well, listen, what if I wanted to bring you a picture of, my dog or my cat or?
Sure. Yes, absolutely. I do commissions, and so I've done a lot of pets. It's been popular. Sometimes people will see a painting and then leave and come back and it's been sold, and so I'll reproduce the painting for them.
So how's business? Have you been, sales been good?
It's been a little slow today, to be honest with you. Yes.
There's plenty of people.
There's plenty of people.
The
here.
trouble is you don't give free samples.
That's what I need to do.
I mean, because everybody else is giving out, popcorn and tastes of, cinnamon rolls.
And that's what they do like the food, that's for sure.
Yeah, maybe you should just have a little table there with some giveaways and then hook them into the art,
I might consider that.
Yeah, but anyway, people do find this curious. When you're working on something, they like to watch you work on it, don't they?
Yes.
And then you lure them into buying a piece of art.
Hopefully.
It's very, very, very classy. Well, good luck to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yep.
I'm glad you stopped by.
Gary Gibson, the crowd here is phenomenal, and you've had a lot of people looking at you make these bowls.
Yes.
Urns and vessels, and I guess anything that'll hold anything, you probably have made it, haven't you?
Right.
Yeah. Has business been pretty good?
Not too bad.
Yeah. Show me something. Take me over here and show me one of these, because it looks like I would call you a wood turner. Or is that the right term for what you do?
Yes.
Tell me about this one.
What do you want to know?
Well, what's it made of?
Okay, right in there at the bottom there. Coffee bean, walnut, catalogs, hemp, wingy, maple burl, lacewood.
Well, how do you put
OSB.
all those pieces together like that? Oh, excuse me. Okay, show me what.
No, this is different woods than that.
Yeah.
But
so you
make a ring like this.
Okay, so you put them together as blocks and then smooth it all out.
And then turn it.
Okay, so this whole thing would go on a lathe
like
after
that.
you put it together?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
And then you turn it.
What a neat way, and look how smooth that is.
Right.
Perfectly smooth. Well, that's
good
interesting.
sharp tools.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of patience, and actually, you have to cut those pieces just perfectly to fit together.
Right, to fit together.
And then once you do that, the turning is probably the easy part.
I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, easier than this.
Well, the whole part of this is to figure out what design you want in it. And then for sure what colors they're going to turn out to, because you see, this has really no color at all.
Right.
And then when you put a finish on it, it pops.
Okay, and do you always know how it's going to look after?
No.
It's a surprise sometimes. You know,
Yes.
people that make pottery find that out. After it comes out of the
Yes.
kiln, they don't really know what color it's going to be.
No.
Okay, let's say a medium-sized bowl. This is made of 132 pieces.
Yes.
And is that right? It's $125?
Yes.
And look at all those pieces. Look how smoothly they fit together. That's remarkable. And your name of your company is Gibson?
Gibson Woodworking.
Because that's your last name.
Right.
Right. Okay. Well, it's beautiful stuff.
I'll show you another one here.
Yep. Maybe you sold it.
No, I don't think so. Let me. Okay, this one.
Oh, you found it.
Okay, this is interesting here. This white circle here, that's baking soda. The dark end here, that's coffee grounds.
You mean you stained it with?
No, that's just coffee grounds.
Well, how does it get hard like that?
Just like that, you cut this circle out first, and then you put thin CA glue in it.
Okay.
And then you sprinkle baking soda over it.
Did you come up with that yourself, or
Well,
did
I
somebody
saw
teach you
on
that? That's
YouTube where
amazing.
you could do baking soda, you
Yeah,
know, and stuff
yeah.
like that. And so then a lot of my wood turners in Columbia, they use coffee grounds to do a little blemish here. Well, so I just been putting coffee grounds in the bottom of some of them.
It's beautiful. It looks like kind of like teak. Yeah, very nice.
And this sort of looks like marble. Sometimes,
It does. It does.
Sometimes that'll always take a different shape.
Mm-hmm. You never know, do you?
No.
You know, it kind of looks like quartz too, you know? Beautiful. Thanks for showing it to us.
No problem.
With crowds like this, it's not a stretch to think that the holiday gift show will be around for another 50 or so years. With another Muddy River Gem brought to you by Dot Foods, I'm Mark McDonald in Quincy. Thanks for watching.
This episode of Muddy River Gems was brought to you by Dot Foods.